Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the D1NZ National Drifting Championship. Of course, it's the pit walk time, and nothing better than Steve the Maori pit walk. And look, here he is. He's already here. Check out that car over there. It's looking pretty choice. Of course, Sean Potros, you have got to be feeling choice right now, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Look, you've came through. You had to battle your way across, fires and everything. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, real happy, especially after yesterday with battling the gearbox issue. Yeah, feeling real good about it.
So you've done a lot of drifting over the years. It's time to come up and join the Pro Sport Championship. Did you think that the second round of the season you would be standing on the top spot?
Yeah, no, definitely didn't think that would be happening, but over the moon with that.
Huge support. Like, look at them over here. Look at all these choice people. There's Guy Maxwell. There's the entire choice events and promotional team there looking and checking out your win. So much support out there for you, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Taranaki all day.
Naki hardcore?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, Naki hard. Look, congratulations, mate. This man here, he is feeling choice. Look at this. We'll just put my hands all over. Guy, get out of the way, famous drifting failure guy. All right, we'll come in from behind. It's getting all dark in here. We've got a couple of drift cars. We've got Darren Kelly, Drift.com, Cole Armstrong. If we just, we'll just come in behind. Hello, team. How are we? Darren Kelly, how are you, brother?
Good, man. How's it going?
It's good. So you're signing... Look, how tight is he? Can't even get a poster, so he's signing cans of V.
I've run out of posters.
All right, can you crack one up? We've got to do our famous drink of V in 3 seconds or
Here
whatever.
we go, Steve. Ready? You're going to crack one? We're going
You crack it for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 seconds. You've got to smack it. Ready?
Ready?
It's
okay.
cold.
All right, ready? That's how you do it. All right, we'll carry on. You guys happy? We stoked? We're ready to go out?
Yeah, we're just, we got straight through to top 16, so car's been sitting here for a little while, but we'll be heading out shortly, so ready.
Well, you came off the back of Bay Park on the top spot. You're going to do that same thing this weekend?
That's the aim. We've got to try to keep the championship points flowing and get the best results we can every round. So going for that #1 spot.
Yeah, take it off that guy next door. Tell him to fix his car, the new car, and get it ready.
Yeah, I know he's had it too many years in a row now. My turn.
All right, let's carry on. Hello, team. How are we? All right. All right. Oh, let's go through this way here. We always talk to Ben. We always talk to Maddie. Where's Troy? Troy, there he is. Look at this, okay? We've got yellow, we've got blue. I can't thank you two enough for making it easy for me. Let's start. We'll start with you, Ben. It's been a great weekend for you. The car's been looking like it's been going absolutely, stellar out there.
Yeah, loving it. The Toyota Galore GT86 #2 is just, I just feel at home in this thing now. It's only the 7th time I've driven it. It's just been a great yesterday qualifying, obviously putting it in 6th, then having that little fire for a bit of fun for the crowd after that was amazing. But the car is amazing, feeling at home, and I just can't wait to battle this out tonight.
All right, pro drifters, what happens is you've all got spotters. The spotters go up to the judges, and what's been happening for poor old Troy is every time Troy's spotter goes up and says, "What do you think I should do?" they've said, "You should maybe drive like your brother."
No, I don't think. I don't think that's the case at all.
I can tell you, this is fact. That's what they said.
No. We're two totally different drivers, totally different styles. So we sort of adapt to different tracks. You might see Troy excel in sort of the bigger tracks coming up this year.
Well, let's hear from him, mate. Look, realistically, you haven't had the greatest start, but you've just come back and smashed yourself up into the top 16, I think you are now. A great result for you.
Yeah, definitely. Like Ben said, Toyota's Galore GT86 going super well today. I sort of let myself down with qualifying yesterday, but I'm really good in battles, so love battling with Danem there. Unfortunate to see his car have a mishap and not finish the course, but really stoked to be up in the top 16.
All right, look, congratulations, guys. Always good to see. We'll carry on through. There's a man, hopefully we can see him there, Ben Wilkinson. He had a huge stack with the wall. We'll come through and see if we can, excuse me, sir. Oh, my apologies. No, you're right. Ben Wilkinson, you came through, you hit the concrete hard, reminiscent of, sadly, of the incident we had at Pukekohe. The guys are working hard. What's going on?
Well, just like Puki, all the drivers came forward, offered us parts, offered us support. We managed to pull the car back together, and we've been out for a test lap. She's slippery, but I think we'll be good to go. So I think we're up against Troy Jenkins in the GT86. It should be a good battle.
Right, good luck, brother. That's what I like to see. All right, sorry, sir. Have a look. This poor thing here has just been beaten up. Great crowd. Who's your favourite driver?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet. Do you have one? No, any names? What about you? Do you say Cole Armstrong?
Huh?
Did you say Cole Armstrong?
Cole Armstrong.
Oh, there we go. There's an Armstrong fan. This thing here is as noisy as can be. You can see the fans absolutely love him. Of course, none other than Fanger Dan Woolhouse. Fanger, it's loud in there. How are you doing, mate? You qualified on top. You've got to be happy going into battle.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've been sitting around for a few hours this afternoon. I've got itchy feet, man. I just want to get out there and put on a show. There's a good crowd here, and I want to get this Roush Yates motor screaming.
Look, you're the only person who drives a left hooker. How is the difference between being in a right-hand drive, a left-hand drive? I know you loved it at Bay Park. Is it the same here at Wellington?
It's the same here. You know, like it's a really smoky track because we go back on itself. And when we do that crossover and come back, I'm actually on the inside, and I find it gives me a little bit of that little bit of an edge. You know, like I've sort of got a clear path when we come through that wall of smoke. So, but that sun that comes down and that smoke that we create coming through is super tricky. So it's down to a bit of timing. Close your eyes and hope and pray and hope you come out the other side. It's like Days of Thunder.
It's like Days of Thunder. Yeah. And of course, if we could just mimic the words of Jared, I know there's one thing you like to do, and that's to send it.
Send it.
All right, well, you know what? Let's send this straight out to the big screen. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in to the Steve the Maori Pit Walk. Of course, round 2 of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship here at Wellington Motor Speedway, the Thunderdome, brought to us by NZ Vapor.
Your way ahead is always smooth.
That's exactly right, because what we're aiming for is to try and get, it's a tight round, this one. It's one that we really want to see the guys smashing through and getting these awesome battles that, you know, the fans like to see. So with that in mind, we've asked them to be really aggressive in the chase battles, and I think the boys are coming around for the show now. We've got Carl Thompson leading them out.
Yeah, of course. So we're led out by the NZ Vapor, Holden Hatchback, whatever that thing is. Of course, leading out the top 16 for your D1NZ round number 2. Quickly, Geordie, big shout out to Geordie Sear. He says go Cole, and Warren Sear says he thinks that Carl Thompson, the man out there, is going to get his first win today, maybe Fanger in an OMT final. Let's talk about Carl Thompson, the Speed Flow Falcon. This thing's a monster, mate.
Mate, it absolutely is, and he has been dialing it in. The thing has got a ton of grip. Those Falcon tyres are absolutely ripping in there. Watch for him, particularly in that centre switchback where he gets massive angle and then turns on the smoke.
Well, Fanger Dan Woolhouse, the Ford Mustang, 900 horsepower. It seems like a huge amount until you see the horsepower figures of Jerry Zoo. Another S15, 1,000 horsepower out of that 2JZ power plant. Wellington, are you ready to send the first cars in the top 16? Well, I think it's ready as we wait for the revs to rise. Fanger Dan to lead Jerry Zoo. Brendon White returns from the busyness of his doing everything. He's the miracle man, making it all happen. But let's get ready to set them loose. Fanger Dan straight up to the wall. Massive angle from Fanger Dan. Jerry Zoo trying to run a shallow line to tuck in underneath him. Fanger dialing it in, coming through into that centre section. Big switch on Turbo Smart and heads up the top. Jerry Zoo again running shallow so he can gain that proximity as they come through Black Line. We'll see what happens as they come through the Casper transmission zone. Snaps through the V Energy and back up to the wall. Fanger riding the concrete. Wellington, put your hands together for Fanger Dan Woolhouse. Wow, that was incredible. That was excitement of plenty. We wait for the second half of the battle. Jerry Zoo this time to lead out the DriftX NOB Building Supplies S15. As I mentioned, 1,000 horsepower going up against 900 next to that RTR CTB Mustang. See the right rear tail light removed from Fanger's car. These guys can almost talk to each other. Of course, Fanger Dan Woolhouse, the only driver in the D1NZ Pro-Championship, brought to us by Galore Parts Group, that runs in a left hooker. That's a left-hand drive. The rest of them, of course, running the right-hand drive as is standard. You can see Jerry Zoo will lead out. This is the second half of the first battle in the top 16.
Right, how cool is it to actually see Jerry Zoo out there in the NOB Building Supplies S15? He's a veteran of D1NZ. He was around in 03, just like Bangadan was. They both switch in here. Bangadan, though, he's not going to give it any room because he's just an OG. So Jerry Zoo's really going to have to deliver on this one. Banga seems to be fast on the chase.
Well, let's see if Banga can close up that gap as they come through the Black Lion section. Banga looked like he was going to wash out, but keeps the foot down, powers out of the section. He's following the line, so it's not as tough for Banga. He doesn't have to follow that qualifying run. He just has to gain proximity. Now you can see Jerry Zoo's just dropped that car down. He's running away from it, but I think he'll be deducted for the shallowness of his return lap. Before deliberating and reading the score, we've got Brendon Dunker, Dan Mackey, T-Boone, who's going to be side left for Daniel Woolhouse, right for Jerry Zoo. 1, 2, 3. Bangadan is going through to the top 8.
Nankan, LS powered
FC. That's right. So of course on the left-hand side, he will lead the way. The FCRX7, huge horsepower, big angle. Of course, Andrew Redwood. He'll be going up against the Nissan New Zealand Nismo R35 Skyline. Darren Kelly. Who's it going to be?
All right, place your bets now, live stream. Hit a like button for Andrew Redwood. Hit a love heart button for Darren Kelly. We're going to go for the love.
Left-hand side, of course, Darren Kelly, as they both creep up to the start line. Andrew Redwood will lead the first time. They've been given the nod. They're ready to go. Here we go. Nankang FCRX7. Andrew Redwood calling the angle king. You can see why as he comes through this first section here at Wellington Speedway. Big switch time and snappy as can be. Oh, it's a huge mistake for Darren Kelly. He won the last round at Tauranga, but he has made a monumental error coming out into that teardrop section. He's going to try his best. Oh, I thought that Andrew Redwood was about to over-rotate his car, holds onto it, keeps his angle, and no, he's just the angle king, isn't he? So look, there we go. It's first blood in this battle to Andrew Redwood. Let's have a look at the TTI replay. So we see a nice switch. Now this is where Darren Kelly gets it all wrong. Now the reason I think was he's following the car in front of him. Andrew Redwood can go essentially as far out inside the racing line as he possibly can. Of course, what's happened here is that Darren Kelly, he's followed him in there, realised, hang on a sec, I'm in the smoke, and I've just realised that he's just taken me out, bounced the curb, and now I've gone massive two wheels off. I didn't see what happened after that. I was too busy watching Andrew Redwood just destroying the angle. So it's the second half of the battle here. It's going to be Darren Kelly that leads. He needs a huge mistake from Redwood, or his second round is over. Hard to do it from the front to force a mistake. Redwood's going to know exactly what to do, and off they go side by side and sideways here, smoking. That R35 comes through. Going to chuck in a big switch. He needs a mistake from Andrew Redwood, but it's not coming. Redwood happy to hang out in the smoke trail of that R35 Skyline. Half the horsepower, sets himself, lays up to take the final turn. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Darren Kelly, but myself, I am saying that that is not going to be enough. Anticipation. One strike, Andrew Redwood. Two strike, Andrew Redwood. The third, clean sweep. Andrew Redwood will move forward and go into the top 8. We're trying to get into the top 8. Top 16, Dave Steadman, Cole Armstrong. Cole Armstrong, of course, a two-time New Zealand Drift King. Didn't have the greatest of qualifying yesterday. He's going to go up against his local Tauranga. Local Tauranga man, both of them from the Bay of Plenty. Dave Steadman, the Riker 24/7 Mimico, S14. Dave Steadman to lead. Let's see what Cole Armstrong can do. There's the two bros from Tauranga. Oh, look at the angle of that Riker 24/7 Mimico S14 RB30 power plant, smashing the gas coming through Turbo Smart. He's going to come for a quick snap and switch and head up Cole's turning. Cole's sticking underneath him as they power through Black Line. Nice job hitting that Casper clip in through V, and then he's going to make his way back out to the wall. But look, here comes Cole. Cole running shallower, but it's all about proximity for Cole. A great lap up front though. Put your hands together. What a lap by these two. They trust each other. They on the track. Well, we will find out what's going to happen as Cole Armstrong heads back out for his lead run. Armstrong, not as high as the Mimico machine was in the first run, but starting to form a small gap between himself and Steadman. Steadman trying to close up by dropping the car down a little bit lower in the track. Coming back out to the wall, getting stuck in the smoke. Armstrong, an amazing chase, a great lead. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two incredible Tauranga drivers. It's going to be a hard one to call. I'm glad that this is with the times that I'm actually glad I'm not a judge, or that the judges I don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, look, the first one was a great battle, and this just shows the level that you're really seeing here at Max Motors Family Speedway. Okay, we're going to go to the replay again. Here we go, Cole Armstrong on the chase. This is the one they want to have a look at. What an epic initiation there from Dave Steadman, just riding the wall on the outside line. So Cole's like, oh, better mimic it, gets it there, stacks on the angle, looks at it, pops it on the clipping point. Cole Armstrong right there though, mimicking fluid. Cole Armstrong there just takes a weeny bit of a break just to get the proximity and settle back up. Switches on through on Casper. Now he's going to take a switch, and that was allowed. The judges did say you can take an early switch. Cole Armstrong straight back there. Bit of a correction there by Cole Armstrong. Comes back. Dave Steadman flying. Cole Armstrong flowing. Oh, that is New Zealand.
Dave Steadman slide left. Cole Armstrong slide right. What are the judges going to say? Wow, there we go. One more time. So, that is. I think the crowd got exactly what they deserve. You know how much I hate these things here, and this is not because they're from local lads from my neck of the woods. It was a hard one to split. I understand why I did it, but I think it's. But anyway, let's go to the next battle. On the left-hand side will be Ben Wilkinson leading out Troy Jenkins in the Toyota GT86. Of course, it's the Pack and Save Botany Downs. That's the massive 800 plus horsepower RB32 power plant going up against the 2JZ power of the Brian Robertson towing Toyota's Galore GT86.
Yeah, look, apologies for those people getting interference as we explained earlier. There's nothing on that front, it's just the comms coming on the break.
Certainly is. Well, let's go into battle, and it will be Ben Wilkinson who leads the way. He's higher up the track, but nice and shallow to gain that proximity. He's allowed to do it. Troy Jenkins. Let's see what happens as they come into switch. Jenkins running high. Wilkinson ran high. Troy Jenkins trying to tuck in underneath him again. A great lap. They get covered in smoke, and off he goes. So I think Ben Wilkinson will be happy, especially after that big hit that he suffered earlier on in the day, crunching that S15 up against the concrete, but back out. All right, let's see what's going to happen in the second run. Of course, we've got Troy Jenkins, Ben Wilkinson. It's going to be Jenkins in the Toyota's Galore GT86 who will lead out the Pack and Save Botany Downs S15. You can hear the revs build. Off we go. That standard drag race we see into the big sweeping right-hander up through NZ Vapor. Nice angle this time, a little bit higher up the track. Slight correction for Jenkins, and backs it in. Here comes Wilkinson though, tucking underneath. This is a great battle between these two drivers. Casper transmission zone in through the B clip, and we're going to start riding that wall again. Wilkinson, what a chase! Wow, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two drivers. Incredible chase run.
Sliding right for Troy Jenkins. Nick Teeping says Ben Wilkinson. Brendon Duncan says team. It's unanimous. Ben Wilkinson goes through to top 8.
Well, what a drive. You can certainly see why. A great drive between both of these drivers, but I think it came down to the chase run by Wilkinson. Let's talk to Dan Mackey about that one there.
Yeah, Steve, you're actually right, mate. Both really good lead lines. A couple of little errors in their leads, but when it came down to it, if you can't split them on the lead, you've got to split them on the chase. So we've just having some lunch here as well. Hi, thanks to the pizza guy. Caught me out, busted on TV too. But yeah, when it came down in the end to the chase run from Ben, you guys all saw it. He closed right up there, got the right switch, exactly as, believe it or not, Brendon did call it, got a faster switch, closed in and laid it up properly, which is what we asked him to do. So.
Wow, great for the fans here, getting to watch some amazing drifting action here. 180 S6, the 30B turbocharged rotary, who will lead out. Of course, Adam Davies going up against the euphoric Motorsport. Freedom Pools, Cooper Tyres Mount Maori. It is Vincent Forrest Gump Langhorne. He is a drift god, and he's going to show you why. 1300 cc's or something, if you were supposed to look at it that way there. Vinny going for the jump because he knows how fast the car he's about to chase down is. It's the Mimico 180 SX. Adam Davies absolutely winding on the angle as he comes out of NZ Vapor Zone. Hits the Turbo Smart clip, but Vinny Langhorne closes right up, closing the door, and closes it too much. Swaps engine. All Adam Davies needs to do now is drive away into the fog. Powering out of the final turn. No mistakes up front and a huge 10-0 advantage. Smoking venue, please don't smoke in the stands. Understand that you're vaping as well. The vaping's on the commentary side of the stands. Let's go back to drifting action. It's Freedom Pools, Cooper Tyres Mount Maori, Euphoric Motorsport, our dog of Vincent Langhorne going up against Adam Davies.
Well, that's a big jump there for Vincent Langhorne, trying to get away from Adam Davies. He knows he's got to deliver on this run.
Certainly does. Adam Davies will need to close up. Look at the angle that Vinny Langhorne is dialing in as he backs it in this time and drops a wheel over. And contact between the two cars. Front bumper off. I don't think we're going to see too much damage, but that will more than likely be enough. It's going to be a slide in the direction of Adam Davies.
Street Eagle gang right here. John Patterson, his teammate, driving his car down. Vincent Langhorne just absolutely destroying that bumper. Dragon 3 goes under the car and loops it out. Super 6 is it. Vincent Langhorne knows he's out, so he's just got absolutely mental. Race control is going to be having to mirror about that next door, no doubt, because of the bumper underneath. But he was going out in style.
And that's why Vinny is a drift god. Hashtag drift god. Let's confirm with the judges. Dunker left, T-Boone left, Mackie left, Adam Davies moving through. And he will take on the winner of this battle in front of us now. Liam Burke, the Measure Up Flooring S13 going up against the Performance Automotive S15 of Australia's Matty Hill. McDreamy out there on track going up against Liam Burke. Of course, Pro Sport Championship winner last year. Moving up into Pro.
David and Clive battle almost. Australia, if you're out there, chuck a like button. That's all right. Chuck a like if you're Australia. If you're New Zealand, chuck a love heart. Here it goes, Formus. Hello to Steph and Lewis tuning in as well.
Well, let's see what happens as they fire it into the right-hander. Matty Hill closing the gap straight away on Liam Burke. Liam Burke dialing on the angle. Was there a touch? Might have been a touch, but Matty carries on. Doesn't phase him. Looked like it unsettled the car as they came through that section. Winding on the angle again, and we'll see the finish. Matty Hill trying to get right up. What a drive by both of them. Gets it wide, and the Measure Up Flooring S13.
So Matty Hill won this last year. He's after it. Here we go, off the DKM start line.
Well, they both won last year, but who's going to win this battle? Big angle, very low down the track, Matty Hill. Liam Burke comes down and chases. Of course, Liam Burke, he's got it wrong. Matty needs to hold on to it. It will be a points disadvantage to him, I'd say, after that. Definitely put one wheel off. Maybe Matty did the same. And contact straight line. Straight line, Matty Hill. That is going to be a huge disadvantage. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Of course, the form by self-explanatory. Come on. What are we saying? There we go. There's one, there's two. Wow. OMT. But it's, of course, Liam Burke gets 2 strikes, and it's interesting to see why OMT.
All right, so it was sliding left, Liam Burke was sliding right for Matty Hill. Dunker, Mackie, and T-Boone. Dunker and Mackie were calling Liam Burke, and that is it. Liam Burke goes through, and he knocks out last year's winner. Huge upset.
Now, of course, he came third at Bay Park.
Liam Burke did.
No, the last, the
so
first
every
round.
Championship person,
1, 2, and 3 gone.
Championship is up for grabs still.
So who's in?
Early in the season.
Dave Steadman went up against
Right, so we had Dave Stevens was on the left-hand side of the tree. He went up against Cole, and we've still got one more time to go.
Okay, there we go.
All right, here we go. The battle of horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. 850, 750. I think that's modest. And some supplies here. Awesome pictures from Carl and his little girl. D1NZ 2019 hashtag 850 on the left. Nissan S15. 750 on the right. The V12. Two very unique sounding cars.
Certainly are, of course, the parts trader in Zen Machine. He lives in the 102. So Jaron is only running first and second gear. He doesn't have any more. It's going to be a screamer for him. We'll see that thing smashing 8,000 RPM, but he's going up against the monster that is the Speedway Falcon S15, who will lead them out. The 666 on the door, Carl Thompson, lead driver, ready to send them. And a huge launch off the line for Carl Thompson. Settles the car down, off he goes. Slight correction to start for Jaron O'Crona. O'Crona running a slightly shallower line to keep that proximity between himself and Carl Thompson. Both of them now switch up. Wow, huge angle for the chase car, but a great job up front. Might have gone a wheel off through the Casper just before Casper transmission for Carl Thompson. Jaron O'Crona, Carl Thompson, big smoke show. Jaron, couple of changes in the steering, couple of changes in the angle to try and get that proximity. But
they study, they might last time, they watch runs. They're the best people to be in this position. Here we go, Carl Thompson on the chase. What are we going to see? What's coming out of the gate?
Well, it's the parts trader S14 that's leading them out. It's Jaron O'Crona. 800 horsepower, only first and second gear, so that thing is hitting 8,000 RPM. Oh, Jaron's made a mistake, and that is going to be enough. I think that wheel drop is certainly not going to be as bad as a 10-0. Jaron O'Crona, the car's coming to a stop. I wonder if he ran out of gears. Of course, there's been the pass as such, and it's not going to matter, but Carl Thompson. What a drive for Carl Thompson.
Sliding left for Carl Thompson, sliding right, Jaron. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, Carl Thompson through to the top 8.
Well, that's a great drive for place with Danham Templeman. He's already out. Matty Hill, the third, he's already out. He was on that was your podium. So fourth place was this man here. Somebody that didn't have a great round, of course. The man that's in the V Energy R34 Skyline, Cole Armstrong. So it's going to be Dave Stedman who will lead them out. Cole Armstrong to chase. We saw an OMT battle the last time. What is it going to be as we get ready to set them loose? The Galore Parts Group D1NZ Pro-Championship. Well, here we go. It's a slow start for Stedman, but off we go. Down into the big sweeping right-hander, and here comes that angle we saw before, but here comes Cole Armstrong. Look at these two drivers. They are locked at the hip. Cole can't get any closer without hitting him. A big switch time through Turbo Smart brings both cars up the top. Cole Armstrong wants this bad, but look at the lines that the man in front is leading. He wants it just as bad. What's going to happen here? Wellington, you are certainly getting a show tonight. D1NZ Pros in the house, a great battle. Well, let's get ready to send them again. This time it'll be the V Energy Butaline R34 Skyline of Cole Armstrong, a 2 times and defending New Zealand drifting champion. What can Cole do this time? Cole goes out towards the wall, probably not as high as Dave Stedman. This Stedman trying to get in and do exactly the same lock at the hip as they come through the big switch. Cole, he's running very wide. Here comes Dave trying to do the same thing, shallowing up his line to come out of the Casper transmission zone. Slight gap between the two of them, and we'll see Dave try to maybe minimise that, although Cole isn't as high up, and that was one of the things that we've spoken about. Cole, the lead car needs to go up. He finishes up high. What a drive by both of these drivers.
Oh, should we go to the crowd? Give it up if you think Dave Stedman. Give it up if you think Cole Armstrong. Well, let's go to the judges on this one. Dan Mackey, can you pick up your microphone, because we've got 2 OMTs on that one, so we'd like to get a clarification.
Been called out again. Look, that's probably fair because I was the one that did pick with Cole. I thought both lead runs were really good. Like, the guys are laying down those lead runs. They're hitting the clips, are doing what we're asking them to do. For me, I noticed Dave was a little bit shallow, where Cole followed Dave out to the clip down here near the the blacker on tyres. He was able to follow him out there to that clip as opposed to using the dive, which Dave used a little bit. And the gap for me, Cole sat right on his door. You know, he utilised the opportunity where he could to get up to him nice and close and early, and got on that brake and then just followed him all the way through and around. So for me, it was the more aggressive chase, and I called to Cole.
Yep, and obviously the crowd are doing that as well. Now we've got a couple of other people here though, Dunker and Nick. They scored obviously a lot more time. So let's hand that microphone over to Dunker and get a please explain why he went to OMT. Dunker.
Right, Brendan. Yeah, I'll just be quick with this one. Again, it was quite a repeat of what we saw in the first battle. I mean, Steedman is just running an incredible lead line, and when you run an incredible lead line, you give the opportunity for the chase car to do the best possible chase. Now, we have asked for the chase car to really, for the guys to really work on the proximity. But when you have a situation where the chase car is a bit shallow on line, it doesn't leave the option for the chase car to get up on them as much. So again, we've got one person who's doing a much better lead line. We've got someone who's not chasing as well. So
right, okay, so that's why you called one more time.
Yeah,
okay, there you go, guys. Judges, it wasn't a clean sweep. It was 2 one more times, and it was 1 to Cole. So there you go. Much to people at home not agreeing with that. We go one more time with that, but right now it is back out on track.
Well, it's Ben Jenkins who's going to lead out little Stewie Baker, the Toyota Galore GT86 2JZ power plant, powering out of the NZ Vapor Zone. Comes through the Turbo Smart switch, and then he's going to head all the way back up. He's creating a great gap between himself. That black line zone comes through, hits his Casper transmissions clip, and he's created a huge amount of space, but very shallow. Very shallow. Great line, great angle though, and comes and brings that 2JZ power plant in the Toyota's Galore Brian Robertson.
About Ben Jenkins and how he can go on this chase.
Well, let's see how he does go. Little Stewie Baker, that Link ECU 1.5JZ power plant. He throws it up. Now he's running a lot higher line. Of course, Jenkins shallowing up to try and gain proximity. They go side by side through Turbo Smart, and then we see the switch. So Jenkins really having to run shallow. Not a nice line potentially by either of these drivers. We'll see what happens as they one of the rubber band. Again, heading up to the NZ Vapor Zone. One's high, one's low, but they're starting to lock themselves together. Bit of foot brake getting used by the car in second place to settle himself down.
To tell them apart, sliding left for Jenkins, sliding right for Baker.
1, 2. That's enough. It makes it 3. Ben Jenkins will move on through. Who's he going to be going up against? He'll be going up against Carl Thompson.
So please watch them, especially around the NZ Vapor Zone, and also ensure that.
Do we want them leaning against the fence down there?
No, definitely not. There is a black rail that goes the whole way around. They should be behind that, and they should be yanking on that as well. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Banger Dan Woolhouse, Andrew Redwood, vets of the sport, sending it.
Well, let's see what Fanger can do. We know he likes to whine on the angle, but he's going up against the Angle King. Oh, it comes through and kisses the concrete with the back end of that Ford Mustang RTR. Keeps his foot down hard, comes through and switches. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two drivers. Trust is out there between the two of them.
Right, there's a bumper on the wall. It looks like race control's just going to let them smoke that bumper. It's too dangerous to put red light on right now. So here we go, he's going to smoke this bumper. There it goes, the bumper's in the wall. Andrew Redwood on the chase.
Wow. And we've seen the magic and drift out here tonight at Wellington Max Motors Family Speedway round number 2 of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship. It's the Nanking Tyres FCR7 of Andrew Redwood this time to lead out into the big sweeping right-handed big angle, shallow lines. Here comes Fanger Dan trying to close up as they come through Turbo Smart switch. Let's look at these two cars. Big dive by Fanger. He's allowed to do it, and onto the loud pedal. You can hear the rumble in the stadium for Fanger Dan, smashing all 900 horsepower of that RTR Spec 5D. Oh, he's put a wheel off. He's backing it in and keeping that angle, but it's going to be a slight points deduction. It'll be interesting to see what the judges say as Andrew Redwood closes off the lap. But yes, that inside clip coming through.
Here we go, sliding left for Woolhouse, right for Redwood. 1 says one more time, 2 says Andrew Redwood. Andrew Redwood gets the win. Andrew Redwood gets the win. He is through to the top 4.
Well, Andrew Redwood, the first to book himself a spot on the top 4.
Share button. Share it out on your pages. You got, we've been peaking at 1,000. We've got 750 on at the moment. People keep coming and going. So, hey, get the word out there. Push the share button and share it out on your pages. Here we go. We're going live. The DK, two-time New Zealand champion, chasing down Dave Steadman.
Well, what can Dave Steadman do this time? What can Cole Armstrong do? They're certainly running out of tyres as they go side by side again. Dave Steadman in the front. The Miko Ryko 24/7 machine. Armstrong, he was first to switch. Didn't want to get run out of space. As they come back through, Armstrong drifts out a little bit. Shallows up his line. Was that it? Wow, that's a big one. That might have been a straight line by Cole. It was open not.
Yes, well, great proximity there from the V Energy R34. We go to the replay. Cole Armstrong watching him. He's right there. Dave Steadman, who chucks at him first? They both pretty much do it at the same time. Mid-line here. Cole Armstrong on the left-hand foot brake. Bagging it up, but he's right there. Proximity, wastegates out, exhausts out, popping flame, switches through, beautiful switch there together. They go wide. Cole Armstrong shallows, or not shallows up, but dives on in. Left foot braking, he's right there the whole time. Now watch this bit. Good switch there from
there.
Yeah, good switch there from Dave Steadman. The judges will be penalising that switch, unfortunately, for Cole Armstrong. Weighing up that proximity, obviously. Well, I mean, good proximity in the hole. But yeah, that one there.
Let's go to call that part there.
Yep. Okay. They'll probably watch that replay again. Now, the question is, what type of chase will Dave Steadman get?
Well, I mean, it's whether or not right now it's a 10-0 advantage. It's only up to the judges to find out. But we're going to find out with Cole Armstrong, who is in the V Energy R34 Skyline. He's going to be leading Dave Steadman.
Alright, DKM start line here. Pretty much shots up on the computer. Dave Steadman qualifying 4th. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Armstrong on the lead, Dave Steadman on the chase.
Well, it's up to Cole Armstrong this time. He made a big mistake in the first battle. Is there going to be enough for him to force a reaction, the replication maybe, as he comes through into that? Oh, look how wide he's gone. Cole Armstrong pushing up, coming through black line. Dave Steadman trying to close that gap up, switches through again. Armstrong, he's brought the nose of the car down, powers back out of the section and brings it to a stop.
Yes, it is sudden death. We have to have a result here. We have to have a result. All right, so we will have a look here. Here we go. Sliding left for Dave Steadman, sliding right for Cole Armstrong. Oh, Lord. Cole Armstrong, ladies and gentlemen, gets the win. Cole Armstrong gets the win and is through to the top 4.
Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on and explain that one a little bit, because for the viewers at home, obviously me going with Steadman would have been a little bit unusual, but because it's a sudden death, I'll have to make a result. So my actual call for that battle was even. It would have been an OMT again. So what I did is I went back and counted back through my scores, my marks and things, and I came up with the result that I had come up with previously in the battles, which was that David had out-driven Cole. So that's why my result for that one. Otherwise, again, that was almost impossible to split. It was, as far as that battle went. I couldn't split it either way.
Coming out of that section, when we come up to the switch into NZ Vapor, you've got Steadman, but it appeared to be a straight line. So what's your take on that? He was on the e-brake. Was he just transitioning through? Is that cool?
For me, I didn't give him a straight line on that. The definition is that it needs to be all 4 wheels rolling in the same direction for that foot, or 30 centimetres, and I deemed that he got back onto the handbrake, so he got a deduction, which basically overrode for me his amazing chase.
So just on that one there, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to the rear wheels were locked. I agree with that. When I first saw it, I went straight line. Second time I saw it, I said the rear wheels were locked, as in he's on the handbrake. The car is weight shifting, and because it's weight shifting from left to right, we're looking at it and going, hey, that's a straight line.
But it's not. It's still a drift. It's initiation or a re-initiation, as you like to use. So he had a big deduction there from me that overrode that mad chase, which was a shame for Cole. But in the end, he's got it. The other boys obviously didn't mark it as hardly as I did.
All right. Look, thank you very much, Dan Mackey, of course, giving the answer. I mean, I think that's what the crowd needs to under the crowd, the people at home that will critique everything that's said. The first thing I saw was wrong to what the judges did. And let's have a look at the Falcon tyres, of course. S15 as Carl Thompson leads away. He's gone up against Ben Jenkins. Ben, one of the furthest we've seen him climbing in the D1NZ Pro-Championship round. Let's see what he can do up against the big man, the Falcon tyres machine of Carl Thompson. Well, we've got one car dropping over, drops a wheel off. The second one follows suit. Carl Thompson winding on the angle to finish off the section. We look at the smoke billowing off those that Speedfly Falcon tyres machine.
Here we go, we swap over.
We certainly do. It's going to be Ben Jenkins' turn this time to lead out Carl Thompson. Carl Thompson, he's certainly stood up and been noticed since joining the D1NZ last season as a full-time pro driver. Galore Parts D1NZ Pro-Championship. And here we go, it's one of the Galore cars, it's the Toyota's Galore GT86 of Ben Jenkins, who leads out Carl Thompson. Both of them winding on the angle through Turbo Smart. Big switch. The Toyota's Galore GT86 slightly shallower, but Carl Thompson pulling out through Casper transmission. As we see Ben head up towards the wall. Power out of the circuit. Carl Thompson couldn't quite close up the gap between them as these two cars come to a stop.
I guess a superior one on that.
Well, here we go.
Slide
left, Carl Thompson. Slide right, Ben Jenkins. It appears the judges have a decision. 1, 2, 3. Ben Jenkins is going to move in to the top 4.
Wow, Ben Jenkins is going to be pumped about that. Right, Carl Thompson is the business end, and this is where it's going to get interesting. It's pretty cool to see Ben Jenkins coming through. We haven't seen him on a podium before, I don't think. Really, really cool to also see Liam Burke, but Adam Davies is obviously out there now scrubbing. Really, really cool to see potentially Liam Burke. Had such a good, strong run, Pro Sport Championship at Bay Park. Imagine him
machine going up against the 2J. It's Adam Davies, Liam Burke. Davies to lead. Burke is going to try and chase him down. We're waiting for the nod. As they build up the revs. And Adam Davies will be the first to taste the wall ride here. NZ Vapor wall ride, very shallow to measure up, trying to gain that proximity, comes through the measure up flooring. S13 of course, Liam Burke, big switch, and almost backing it in. Look at the little rotary. Liam Burke though, having nothing of it, trying to floor himself back.
Not a good thing. Brake lights past going to be mixed pass into the second pass. So brake light stuck on there for Liam Burke and for Adam Davies chasing some grid staff on that one.
Okay, we've got the grid staff going over, of course. Your lights are on, you can back and sort it out. So he's going through. Looks like Liam has a clue what's going on, how he can fix it. There we go, he's going to take 5 minutes. Yeah, he's now forced to take his 5 minutes. He doesn't want to take it, but he is now forced to take his 5 minutes. So we've got a skid car coming out, we've got a 5 minutes. So we've got a car there, okay, we've got Jaron going out. 5 minute bell for mechanical, maybe it's an opportunity to go straight to ads. We'll come back to you in about 5 minutes time. D1NZ Drifting Championship Series, round number 2, the Thunderdome, presented by NZ Vapor. On the screen, we've got the Measure Up Flooring Limited. S13 of Liam Burke going up against the 180 SX, the 30mm Turbo. Ryko 24/7 Mimico machine, Adam Davies, Burke. Burke powers up through that centre section there, he's winding on the angle. Adam Davies trying to close up as they go through Turbo Smart. Big switch for both drivers as they're coming through up into the Black Lion zone. Burke keeping it nice and low through Casper Transmissions. Big angle for the car in second place. Chasing down, look how high up the track Adam Davies is. Oh, what a battle! What a Brendon Duncan, Dan Mackey team, and the judges here for the D1NZ. Judge 1 says Liam Burke. Judge 2 says Adam Davies. What is Brendon Duncan going to say? One more time. So we are going to one more time. Mikey Davies, big shout out to you watching at home, supporting your team DSR. Never nice to be a judge. There's
Alright, so make sure you share it out. We're in that final phase. Thanks for everyone for sticking out here at Max Motors Family Speedway in Wellington.
Well, here we go. So back and say Botany Downs S15. The lights have gone green. Cole's on his way. And saying, hurry up, Ben, let's get going. Looks like contact to start. Cole Armstrong riding the brake to set his car up. Look at him trying to door knock Ben Wilkinson. Oh, big correction. And looked like Ben Wilkinson was almost going to run Cole Armstrong out of room to switch. Wilkinson running that shallow line so he can hit his clips. Here comes Cole. Cole Armstrong having to run that shallow line. Ben Wilkinson bringing them down, and they come to a stop. What's to talk about in this run, Brendan White? Well, Ben Wilkinson, the Pack and Say Botany Downs S15, has got to chase down the 2 times current New Zealand drifting king, the champion Cole Armstrong. Armstrong, the Armstrong Plumbing Sestino Butaline R34 Skyline will head up to the NZ Baker zone. Not as high up as we'd like. Wilkinson though struggling to keep on track with him at the moment. Big switch time. Armstrong. Looked like I thought there was sort of a big spark or something out the back. I might have been wrong, but he's going to come through. Casper Transmission switches through his own big energy clip and heads back for the wall. Wilkinson really fell off the pace. And that happened. Okay, so here's our flames at the back again for Armstrong. Armstrong's not having any. Oh, here we go. Slide left, Ben Wilkinson. Slide right for Cole Armstrong. Brendon Duncan, Dan Mackey, Nick T-Boot. Our judging panel, 1 says Cole Armstrong, 2 says Cole Armstrong, all 3 clean sweeping it in the favour of Cole Armstrong. Armstrong out there, waves to the crowd, and he is running on back. He's got some, as you say, he's got issues with that car.
Yeah, so that lines up our first part of the tree on the left-hand side. Andrew Redwood versus Cole Armstrong. Brett on the left-hand side. And here we go, Ben Wilkinson is on his way out. The Pack and Say Botany Downs S15. Round of applause for Ben Wilkinson, making it through into the top 8. Interesting to see what's on here on the live stream. What's a little concern, yes. So interesting to see what the case is with Cole Armstrong's car, but it actually is having, I think, 700 horsepower, so pretty good there. Rotary versus Nissan. Well, essentially 180 SX. Liam Burke really having a great start to his Pro-Championship campaign.
What's coming out of this? Both of them checking their lights. We can see them on the top, we can see them on the back. We're ready to go. Liam Burke's work this time again. Burke just had to quickly stop his car. Almost got the jump. Here we go. It's like a 20. Oh, big mistake by Liam Burke.
That is
what has happened here.
Massive problems here for Liam Burke.
Liam Burke is going to pull out of the drift. That is, but Adam Davies needs to complete this run to take his 10's advantage. Looks like he's going to do it. Gets up on the NZ Baker zone and will power out to take that 10-0 advantage. What has happened to Liam? NZ National Drifting Championship Series round number 2 from the Thunderdome, presented by NZ Vapor, of course. Thunderdome, Max Motors Family Speedway here at Wellington. We have got cars lined up to battle. The Nanking Tyres FC RX7 Andrew Redwood will lead out 2 times New Zealand Drift King, the V Energy R34 Skyline, of course, Cole Armstrong. It's angles, of Redwood versus the mongrel of Cole Armstrong. What can Cole Armstrong do? We are about to find out. The revs are starting to rise.
That's right, it's the business end here. Nanking Tyres versus Sestino Tyres. Andrew Redwood on the lead.
We've got car stopped. What's happened there? Do we go yellow? Do we go yellow? What do we do? Wow, what's happened there then? I mean, this is, do we have a pull out sign? Bail out sign?
Well, he needs to put up the luxury, big things to luxury this season, obviously. Yeah, so Cole Armstrong now.
Yeah, well, I mean, my question would be, we haven't seen the lights tonight, so we have the multiple lights and then we see it go green. You can see it on the, well, he's just driving straight off the track. So what I was going to originally say was, I thought maybe there'd been a jump and he just decided to go afterwards. In this situation, he's just driven straight off the track. Is that an indication? What's he got? He's used his 5 minutes, hasn't he?
He has used his 5 minutes.
Wow. Well,
So
Andrew Redwoods.
if that is pretty much a first pass, which means, sorry, a bit of killjoy on that one. Okay, so Cole Armstrong is out on that battle. Andrew Redwood goes through to battle for first and second. Cole Armstrong, if he can come back out, will battle for third and fourth.
Wow, we made that exciting.
So there we go, that was quick. We're boiling down to the championship end, so what we're going to do is once we do get to the podium, we're not going to move it, we're just going to do it on camera right in front of us there. We'll have a quick announcement, quick podium, spray the champagne, so we do need to
position the Ryker 24/7 Mimico 180SX, the 30V rotary turbo powered machine. Adam Davies, the cars are ready to get set, we've got the green light, and it's going to be that drag race we're used to as we go into the big sweeping right-hander here at Max Motors Speedway, up through NZ Vapor. Doing a great job heading out towards the wall, starts to bring the cards down into the Turbo Smart switch. Big speed by both these cars. They start to head out towards that optimum line through the Black Lion zone, and we'll watch them come through V Energy, back up through the big sweeping NZ Vapor zone, and finish a lap. A nice lead, an equally good chase run from Ben Jenkins. He's really stood up and said, so he can't go back out because they only did one half of their battle, didn't they? But they can't go back out and do it because there's no 5-minute battle allowed to happen. Let's go back to Ben Jenkins, a Toyota's Galore GT86, to JZ power plant under the bonnet on the loud pedal coming through Max Motor Speedway here. Fires it through into that Turbo Smart zone and then tries to back it deep as he sets up to take the Black Lion zone. Starting to gap slightly, Adam Davies in the little rotary, but watch the speed of the rotary. Can he get back on? I don't think he's got enough to jump on the rear bumper. Doesn't want to shallow up his line, but great smoke. Awesome drifting, and there's those sparks again.
All right, riding right for Ben, left for Davies. Mackie says Ben, Dunker says Davies, Nick Teburn, he's got the decider. Ben Jenkins goes through for the battle for first and second. Adam Davies, I'm going to need you to do some tyres. How about that? Team Jenkins Motorsport is on the podium.
17, 2019. I think tickets are now out.
Yes, they are. So we've got the chase, because usually that's like the point where you've got some have got to chase the leaders of the championship. But after this round, we may not see that.
No, we might be looking at going to the chase at Pukekohe.
We are hearing various things on the radio here with Cole Armstrong. I'm not sure if that means he's just getting comfortable on the finisher.
And where is he? He's right there.
He's got problems. He's allowed to push start, so the crew are push starting him. But once he comes up to Adam Davies, so he's got alternator issues. He's had alternator issues. They've replaced the alternator.
See Darren Kelly down there.
Team, they are teammates.
Thorley. Who else have we got? We've got Ben Wilkinson's team. We've got, and I think that.
It's not something we usually do as the top team, run a car around maybe they're going to push him around the track, but he has to start under his own esteem, so when he gets around to here, they're no doubt going to bump start him. Now Bruce is getting in on it. If you guys haven't been tuning in, check out Darren Kelly and Cole Armstrong's YouTube pages. They've been running it with Dante from Top Media. Some really good videos coming out of that crew at the moment.
You can see there's
TTT
see a bit of waving,
giving us the Queen's wave of some sort. Yes, you're on the big screen, Tim.
Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is the decision? What are they going to do? You can see that his teammate is asking the question. He's saying, what do we want to do, bro? What are we going to do to this car? Are you ready? We've seen the lights have come on. We just need to start this thing up. Do they think there's only seconds left of that alternator? Are they trying to start it?
Right, well, I would imagine the official's going to call his, make him call his 5 minutes.
You can see even Brucey.
No, he doesn't have 5 minutes, does he?
No, Brucey's even rubbing the bonnet, trying to make that thing start. Come on, Wellington, get behind this. Surely there's got to be something.
Yeah.
Can we make it start? You can see they're doing everything they can. Is that the night over? Brucey's rubbing the bonnet. They're trying to...
It's all sorts of weird.
It's Pato Entertainment's name. He's just trying to get us free ticket to Bay Dreams next year.
Darren's going around and rub the bonnet as well. Okay, here we go. We're going to try for the push start. This is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. If there's no push start here, it could be all said and done.
Rub it again, Brucey. Rub it again.
Oh, kicked over. We do hear the officials on the radio having a bit of a field day with this one.
Somebody's got to make a decision. This is... what's happening now? Did he get it? All right, he's probably got 30 seconds to get this thing going. 25 seconds. 20 seconds to go. Come on, somebody's got to make a call, or I'm going to make it. 15.
Right, you've got to try to
10,
bump start this again, otherwise it's got to be done.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, guys.
There it is, guys. That is it for Cole Armstrong, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, not able to bump start the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. He's your 2 times and defending Drift King, Cole Armstrong. That means
that
the Ryco 24/7 Mimico 180.
Yes, that is right. He will by default pick up 3rd position, ladies and gentlemen. So we will announce that right now. Adam Davies will stay right there on the grid though, because he will be coming out for prize giving and victory skids. That is Adam Davies, the Mimico 180XX. Not the way he would obviously want to claim it either. Really sad for Cole Armstrong. So Cole Armstrong picking up 4th position here at Wellington. 3rd position going to Adam Davies, and this is it. This is the one that we are going to find out. And then Steve, you're going to go down there. You're going to do it is what it is, and that's the way it's gone. Hey, he still picks up some really good championship points, which is good. And now it's a championship, I guess, flipping on its lid, because little Ben Jenkins, will he get his first ever pro first step? Will it be Andrew Redwood, the angle kick, 700 horsepower versus 415? Now, Andrew is quick, really quick. Who was the highest qualifier? Andrew Redwood qualified in 8th. Ben Jenkins qualified in 6th.
Well, let's find out who it's going to be, because it is time for the final. The Toyota's Galore GT86, the Brian Roberts towing machine of Ben Jenkins. He's going to be going up against the Nankang Tyres FC RX7. Wellington Speedway, stand up! Wellington Speedway, stand up! You're one of the best, you've got them to a best, often imitated, never replicated, the greatest show and drift, the D1NZ is final time!
Woo! Andrew Redwood, Angle King, right there with Ben Jenkins. Was that a little touch? They come up onto the turbo smart, switch on through, aggressive, synchronized drifting here on the clip. Oh, the Angle King scrubs off some angle though, Steve.
He certainly does, as Ben Jenkins makes his way further up into the outside wall ride through NZ Vapor, smoking the bags, dialing on the angle. Is it going to be enough to give him an advantage? I bet he's happy behind the wheel of that Toyota's Galore GT86. It looks like we're ready to go, as the Nankang Tyres FC RX7 Andrew Redwood takes the stage, heads on up, dialing in the angle. Here comes Ben Jenkins, tap to start. Let's see what happens as they go through the first switch. Turbo Smart kicks it in, one backs it in contact.
Oh! This is going to be one for the judges' camera. The replay camera will come up. Andrew Redwood has got to finish the rest of this run. He comes onto the bank. He's on the NZ Vapor for the Black Line Tyres live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Controversy. Oh, but Andrew Redwood, he doesn't finish it. I don't know what that means now, but the thing is will the judges call that hit was Andrew Redwood's fault? Steve, you can dissect the replay.
Well, we come up into the first big right-hander. There's a slight contact. It doesn't, well, I don't know if it unsettles the car. It might come down to a comment from Andrew Redwood's down to our officials back. But as they come through here, it almost looked like Redwood had run out. We'll see him, he backs it in.
Oh, he just scrubbed off a lot of angle.
Yeah, I mean, did it? Well, this is good. Well, this is when these judges can make the decision.
Sorry, he scrubbed on, put on a lot of angle, like as Mackie would call it, he flared.
I guess, I mean, the other thing is, what are we going to do? So I guess what we're going to do is, if they don't have a decision, then we've got, the decision maybe one more time or whatever, hopefully not. Let's have a look. You have a look at this.
Yeah.
He went right out.
Alright, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Switching on through. He's on the loud pedal. Watch for the smoke. Switches, no smoke. Ben's been really quick. Ben knows he's got to be quick as well. So, here, off the bank again in real time. Fires through. Switches on the brakes. Andrew's on the brakes and he slows it down. I guess it's the determination of fault here, whether that was Andrew Redwood's fault or whether it was Ben Jenkins' fault.
So what is Redwood on? He's obviously on the handbrake when he comes through and sets that car up, because he's obviously the lights are working, which we can't see it when they come through here. So he's settling the car, gives it a quick dab, and then he's...
He was on lock, like he was on full.
He was
90,
on full lock, yeah.
And he wasn't back on the power yet, but that's when he would be like, right, boom, on the power. So, Alright, Andrew Redwood then obviously loses it on there coming off the bank. So hello from myself, Brendon White, and Steve Daniel. This is a hard one. This is a really hard one. Thank you for your patience sitting out there and at the live stream at home.
We'll just ask, has a decision been made?
So Mackie
let's talk to Dan Mackie.
Hang on, has Nick got a decision? Has he made a decision? Okay, Nick's made a decision.
Well, it looks like we might have.
And Duncan made a decision? Yep, Duncan's made a decision, and from that point, so we've got a decision, and I guess the question is, are we going to prize giving? Yes, we've got a unanimous decision.
Well, I actually don't know, because I only know my own decision, but, and I've made that. I can't say that. Oh, so it's been
unanimous. Okay,
we are going to
go to prize giving. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go to prize giving. So Steve is going to make his way down to the podium.
How is that not you, Cole Armstrong?
Nah, mate. That bloke's look at the speed he's got. That's Geordie Cole for a tee, surely.
All right, let's talk to Adam. Yeah, we're doing it. I'm going to get in trouble for what this idiot's doing. Well, I mean, he's entertaining the crowd, of course. Okay, let's... I didn't realise Dave Sedman was going to celebrate your third place the way he's doing it, but the Ryko 24/7 Mimico 180SX, it was on song. Was on song. Oh, somebody's spraying with somebody. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We can't speak to first and second place. We've run out of time, so we won't give you because of this guy. Look, congratulations, mate. Third place is pretty good for you.
Oh, yeah, pretty pumped. It's been an awesome weekend. Full credit to all the other drivers who have been here this weekend. Pro Sport and Pro, it's not easy running these concrete rounds. Your cars become pretty second best, so... I'm pretty pumped. Thanks to all the team. They've worked their ass off this weekend to keep the car going, and it's always been on song. So, yeah, thanks very much.
All right, we'll get you to go up and sit up in third place. We'll grab whoever first and second is. Let's bring our final over. Hey, Cole, mate, who do you think it is? Because I don't know.
Oh, I got to say, that boy right there has drove it out of his pants tonight. I was super proud. He did real well. Oh, Benny there.
Old Benny there. Well, I guess we're going to find out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring both of these two gentlemen over here. Of course, the Nankang SCRX7 pilot, Andrew Redwood. The Toyota's Galore GT86 pilot, Mr. Ben Jenkins. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stand here. We need to look to the screen. That is going to tell us who the winner of round 2 of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship is here, Max Motor Speedway in Wellington. All right, judge 1, 2, 3. Slide left for Ben Jenkins. Slide right for Andrew Redwood. There's 1, there's 2, and first time ever winning a championship round in the Pro Championship of the D1NZ. Second place, Andrew Redwood, but the winner in the Toyota's Galore GT86, Ben Jenkins. Boys, get up there. Let's go and talk again to the top three. Wonderful results for everyone. I've already talked to this man over here, but what an event. Second place was it, but amazing. This young fella here, he's doing well.
Yeah, man, Ben was on form, and he just stuck with me, and just took the wrong line in there and had to overbrake a bit, and he damn well collected me, but hey, no hard feelings, and yeah, I'm stoked for him. First time on the podium, I think, in that car, and first place, just awesome.
That's awesome, and look, you've got a heap of sponsors that get you there. Without them, we can't go drifting.
Yeah, I do. Nanking Tires, YMAD 50, everybody else that helps me out, my wife, letting me come along to these events and just supporting. Tristan, Dad, everybody in the family that helps out, all the other sponsors. You guys are wicked. Thanks.
All right, and let's go straight to the man at the top spot, the winner of round 2 of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship in the Toyota's Galore GT86, Ben Jenkins. Well done, brother. What a result for you, mate.
Oh man, over the moon. The car's been a rocket all day, and just feel real comfortable in this thing. It's amazing. Versing Adam, versing Carl Thompson, who's a rocket as well, and then versing Andrew, who I've watched since I was 16. So happy. Sorry, Andrew, for a little bit of damage on that car, but we live close together. I'll probably help him fix it anyway.
Look, you got a whole heap of sponsors, mate. Look, take it away.
Look, I'd really like to thank Toyota's Galore, my main ride sponsor. That's the reason why myself and Troy are here. Dutch here, Brian Roberts, who's been here for years. And a big thank you to the big man, Jerry, from Big Brown, who's here. I know he's here tonight. He flew down and bought bottles, and he made my car yellow and did everything. All my other sponsors, Turbo Smart, Borg One EFR, Motorsport Communications, who follows us everywhere, Luxury Sports, Link ECU, the Blink Company, Husqvarna. There's so many to go on, but I love all my sponsors and all my crew. My crew works so hard. It was a wicked event. The car is honestly a rocket, and I can't wait to drive around 3. So hello to my family at home. They're all sitting at home waiting, and yeah, so stoked. Thank you.
All right. Let's get the trophies up. I think it's time to spray the champagne. All right, let's try it. Well, what a result, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming along to the D1NZ National Drifting Championship Series, Round 2 here, Max Motor Speedway in Wellington. Don't forget, Round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Adam Davies has lost his guard. We've got the well done to all three on the podium for D1NZ round number 2 here, Max Motors Family Speedway, of course, brought to us by the team in front of me up at NZ Vapor. Thanks team, it's great having you involved in the series. Big thank you to all of our sponsors.